K. Christine Cuoco, America's golden girl of sitcoms. The bright force who helped turn the Big Bang Theory into a universe of laughter and heart. As Penny, she didn't just play a role. She lived inside millions of homes with warmth, wit, and steady humanity. For over a decade, she became television's reliable glow. The girl next door who grew into a woman, audiences admired. Graceful, resilient, unmistakably real. But fame rarely shows the shadows. Behind the studio applause were two marriages that quietly broke. Stretches of deep loneliness and a devastating riding accident that nearly cost her a leg. Right when her star burned brightest. And now, at 40, with the lights softer and the priorities clearer, she faces a new kind of challenge. Quieter, but no less fierce. If Penny ever made you smile, leave a simple tribute, a like. A heart for the woman who keeps turning pain into light. Kay was born November 30th, 1985, in Camarillo, California, the first daughter of Gary Carmine Cuoco, a real estate agent of Italian descent, and Lane Ann, a homemaker with English and German roots. It was a steady middle-class life. No chaos, no tabloid drama, just love, rules, and a daughter determined never to disappoint. Her sister Brianna arrived 3 years later, filling the house with music and giggles. At 6, Kay stepped onto a set for the first time. A Barbie commercial. The lights were warm. Childhood just a little less so. Dad handled the drives. Mom fixed the hair and snacks. And together, they watched their little girl become something extraordinary and a little less ordinary. Day by day, she split her time between acting and tennis, rising among Southern California's top amateurs before 16. Mornings on the court. Afternoons on set. Evenings with scripts. I grew up on set, she'd say later, proud, a little wistful. Bedtimes became call times. Applause replaced lullabibis. By 10, she was sharing frames with Hollywood veterans. Virtuosity. 1995. Picture Perfect. 1997. In 1996, a spot in Ellen. By 2000, starring Turning Growing Up Brady. Each new role sparkled. Each cost her more of a normal childhood. Surrounded by adults praised for professionalism, she learned to smile on cue and save tears for the script. My rebellion, she joked later, was working harder. At 16, she chose. She set down the racket and committed to acting. Freedom and loss in one breath. The promise was blinding. The cost invisible, but the discipline those years forged would one day carry her through real storms. At 18, her face was familiar, but her name wasn't. Casting rooms had the same humming lights, the same hopeful rouse, the same soft "we'll call you." Hollywood doesn't punish youth. She'd say it forgets it. She kept auditioning anyway. Sitcoms, pilots, voice roles, anything that kept the dream alive. Then oxygen. In 2005, she landed Billie Jenkins on Charmed. Not superstardom, but momentum. She lit up the set with quiet confidence. When the show ended, the silence returned. In 2006, she auditioned for a new series, Scientists and a Neighbor. The role was originally Katie. She read, smiled, gave it everything, and heard no, too young, too soft, not quite it. A year later, the phone rang. The role had been reimagined. Penny. She walked back in, not hoping to be chosen, but knowing who she was. The camera rolled. Something clicked. Timing, chemistry, truth. It felt like it had been waiting for me, she said. The show was The Big Bang Theory. And this time, the world learned her name. When The Big Bang Theory premiered in 2007, no one predicted a cultural lightning strike. The failed first pilot had replaced Katie with Penny, a warm, emotionally intelligent neighbor from Nebraska. With Kay, the character became the show's heart. Human, funny, imperfect, true, the bridge between genius and grace. The series didn't explode overnight. It grew. By year 3, more than 20 million tuned in weekly. The science stayed honest thanks to UCLA physicist Dr. David Saltzberg. And when my Emil, an actual neuroscientist, joined the cast, Intellect met authenticity in a way TV had rarely seen. Success rose. So did the weight of it. Magazine covers, billboards, red carpets. The laughter was real, but so was the fatigue. By 2014, she was among TV's highest-paid stars, earning $1 million episode headline news that sparked debates instead of celebrations. Awards arrived, including People's Choice Favorite Comedic TV Actress, 2014, 2015, but with every triumph came the same questions. Was she worth it? Could she sustain it? Could she survive it? She carried a billion-dollar franchise on an injured body and kept going. In September 2010, during a ride, her place of calm, a horse spooked. In an instant, the ground came up fast. Bones shattered, tibia and fibula. In the ER, one word chilled the room. Amputation. Papers were presented. Hands shook. An hour ago, I was laughing. She'd recall. 2 surgeries, plates, screws, pain that could have rewritten her life. Production paused. Penny disappeared for weeks. Kay refused to. I wasn't done, she told herself. 6 weeks later, she walked back onto the stage. The audience applauded before a line was said, not for a joke, but for survival. She called the scar badass, a reminder of how close she came to losing everything, and how hard she fought to stay. Fame tests you. Love can too. Her first great love wasn't scripted. It unfolded quietly on a soundstage with co-star Johnny Glee. It began as friendship, jokes between takes, notes and scripts, laughing until the world shrank to 2. Then came secrecy. Dinners in corners, midnight drives, messages under aliases. Hiding felt thrilling until it felt heavy. They loved, they worked, and eventually they let go with kindness. Some loves don't leave, she said later. They change shape. The friendship endured. In 2013, she fell hard and fast for tennis pro Ryan Sweeting. 6 months later, New Year's Eve, wedding lights, and barefoot vows, it looked like forever. Injuries sidelined his career. Silence filled the rooms. She tried to carry them both. By 2015, the exhaustion was irreversible. She filed for divorce in September. The prenup kept it quiet. She covered their wedding date tattoo with a moth, not to erase a past, but to mark a metamorphosis. It reminds me I survived, she said. The next morning, she went back to a tennis court, not to win, but to breathe. Years later, she found a gentler rhythm with equestrian Carl Cook. They shared dawn rides, open fields, the kind of quiet that feels like home. He proposed in November 2017. They married in June 2018 on his family's ranch. The house in Hidden Hills became a sanctuary, but careers pulled them into different currents. We love each other, she said, but we live our own lives. What sounded modern hit a warning. Distance can look like kindness until it becomes the end. In 2021, they separated with grace. No villains, just 2 good hearts that couldn't find their way back. Then in April 2022, at an event she almost skipped, she met actor Tom Pelphrey. It felt like remembering, she said. No games, no demands, just presence. In October, she shared her next chapter, pregnancy. In March 2023, their daughter, Matilda Carmine Richie Pelphrey, arrived. The world went quiet, Kay said. It wasn't fireworks. It was sunlight after rain. Motherhood brought tendinitis in both wrists. The price of endless holding, lifting, and loving. Braces, late-night bottles, work calls between naps. It's the happiest exhaustion I've ever known. Tom didn't try to fix it. He stayed, no ring required. We don't need a wedding to prove our love, she said. We're already a family. Some lessons arrive once, others return. In 2003, on the set of 8 Simple Rules, Kay learned how quickly life can vanish. John Ritter, her on-screen dad, collapsed. An aortic dissection. He was 54, the lights dimmed. Scripts fell silent. A chair stayed empty. He was the heartbeat, she said. For years, she couldn't talk about it. Later, she realized his greatest legacy wasn't fame, it was kindness. Arrive early. Learn every crew member's name. Make the room warmer than you found it. She tries to carry that with her to this day. When The Big Bang Theory ended in 2019, 279 episodes later, Kay didn't chase the echo through Yes. Norman Productions, named for her beloved late dog, she leaned into stories that matter. The Flight Attendant. Harley Quinn, based on a true story, projects led by women. Grounded in humanity, her love for animals turned into a mission. She's given generously to rescues like Paul Works and the Humane Society of the United States, helped shelters expand care, and used her platform to champion adoption. Friends call her home the Quoco Ark. Dogs, miniature horses, goats, chickens, even a rescued pig. It's not chaos, she laughs. It's joy. Professionally, the results speak for themselves. By 2025, estimates place her net worth near $110 million. Powered by 1 million per episode seasons on The Big Bang Theory. Smart investments. In producing wins, she keeps multiple properties among them. A $525 million modern farmhouse in Agora Hills. Yes, really. And an equestrian estate in Ventura County valued over $9 million. Her garage isn't ostentatious. A black Range Rover, Mercedes-Benz's class, Audi A7, plus a custom Airstream for Pacific Coast escapes. No private jet. She flies commercial. Hair up, baby on hip. Dog carrier slung over her shoulder. I'm not hiding, she says.